Say hi. What? Oh, Julie looks good.
Yeah, I like it.
I like the pants.
Adidas.
Are those Adidas?
Yeah.
Do you know I told you what we used to say Adidas stood for?
Yes, you told me, but I don't remember.
All day, I dream about sex.
Oh my god.
Let's talk about sex, baby. Let's talk about you and me. Let's talk about all the good things and the bad things that may be. Let's talk about sex.
So we should go.
We are hoping that the audio doesn't cut out today or the video. Please forgive us if it does.
Start.
I'm gonna have to remember to, or Pockets will remember to hit start today for us. The audio is already cutting out. The video's cutting out. We're working on it, I promise.
Lovely. Okay. Start at 30.
Okay.
The cat. It's okay.
Why is the video? Are you on? You're on Wi-Fi, right?
Yeah. Yeah,
Broadcast interrupted.
See, I have great Wi-Fi on the computer when I have to download
I know. I don't get it. The Wi-Fi works great here, but then we keep losing the signal. Keep losing the signal. All these wonderful people running around. All right, I have some notes because I want to make sure we talk about certain things.
There's two girls here that look like sisters.
Yes, I told them that yesterday. Julie and I can't remember her other name. They're not sisters.
They look just like sisters.
Tom and Bonnie, I know it's still cutting out. Sorry, we strong. They even jacked up the Wi-Fi system. What's up, KJ? Miss you guys. Haven't seen you since the cruise. Love you, love you, love you. Everybody, hi. Please bear with us. Sign back in. We apologize. Ready?
Yep.
All right. I'm gonna wait till this hits there.
Always slide down in these chairs.
Slide. Which one? Slide, slide, slippery slide. We're still in the pop-up studio. We will be in our new studio when we get back from Puerto Vallarta. Be very excited about that. Yeah, we put the backdrop up, as you can see it. The backdrop is up now. This will be traveling with us to Puerto Vallarta and Cancun and then to Jamaica.
Who has the easiest job?
What's up, Lawrence? Who?
Savannah White. She doesn't even have to turn it anymore.
She doesn't have to turn it anymore.
It lights up for her and she's like, ting.
Yeah, it's pretty easy. All right, ready?
Yep.
All right, because we're gonna be recording, so we're gonna, here we go. So, all these new people are so cool. Playboy Radios, Holli and Michael, coming to you live, powered by Dash Radio. This is Modern Love. Why Modern Love? Because no two relationships are the same. You may be consensually non-monogamous, you may be not, you may be monogamous, but the fact is, you are you, and the only right way to be in a relationship
is your way.
Your way.
And your spouse.
And your spouse's way. Hola, 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 Lawrence. All right, great stuff going on. We were talking before coming live on air. Here on Facebook, we're doing video and audio. Go to Michael Pockets. You will be able to check it out. That's right, you can check it out. Talking about, we're going to be in Puerto Vallarta.
PV baby.
PV baby with LLVclub.com, the wonderful Pepe and Claudia.
Yes,
It's
beautiful people.
Beautiful people, an incredible guest from all over the world. And taking over, what's up? Taking over the Barcello will be there the 14th through the 18th. The other guests will be there basically the 14th through the 22nd.
Yes.
We're excited to be broadcasting live there. We'll be doing some seminars there also. And then we leave to come home for 12 hours, because the layover in Mexico City would have been like 19 hours. So you and I figured, let's go home and sleep in our bed.
Right.
Let's go sleep in our
time
bed.
to do laundry or
No.
no. Repack?
Yes, you can repack.
Okay.
You can do laundry. I don't care. 200 if you want. Then we fly to Cancun to be at the one, the only, the incredible Desire Resorts. Check them out at desireresorts.com. And if you're looking on Facebook, if you're watching on Twitter, which is at SwingTime69, you are noticing Desire and us talking about sensuality. Desire is their new, let's say this, they're shedding their current layer and creating a new skin, in the sense they're taking sensuality to a level that nobody can even begin to comprehend.
Like a snake that sheds its skin.
But a snake kind of takes negative. No, this is, I don't want to say a rebirth, a reawakening, a reopening, no. Go ahead.
It's like a caterpillar
becoming a butterfly.
Becoming a butterfly.
But the caterpillar was beautiful. Desire Resorts was perfect the way they are.
Yeah, definitely.
And you know, this is what I love about leaders. It's not easy to become number one.
Yeah.
Like Desire Resorts is.
I know.
I know, you know. Huh? Once you are number one, everybody wants to knock you off.
Right.
Because they want to be number one. So in order to stay number one, you have to find ways to keep upping your ante. Keep doing better than you did before. Mm-hmm. So they're listening to their guests.
Yes.
You and I have had a lot of intensive meetings with them. And that we'll be broadcasting live. And what everyone is going to be compared to again,
right.
Because Desire Resorts is taking it to a new level. We'll be there the 19th to the 25th. The big unveiling, the big event is the night of the 21st. Yay. So I'm excited. Yeah. Can't wait to see it. And then we're home for a week in the new studio. Woo! It won't be all these white walls. Won't be all these white walls. We'll be home in the new studio, and then we're off to Jamaica with the incredible Dirty Pervs for Dirty Perv Week. iOSconnections.com. Jason and Heather, awesome people, just so much fun. Again, I understand, because I'm watching it too to see when the broadcast kicks us off Facebook and brings us back on, so we apologize for that. There's nothing.
No, and I don't think it's Facebook's fault.
No, it's not. It's Zuckerberg. I'm not blaming you. It's the signal in here. I don't know what to do. They up the signal. We're in a great room. We get great service, but then boom, it just drops.
Yep, I don't know what it is.
I don't know what it is. All these beautiful people walking by. I love it. I do love it.
Yeah, I do like it here. It's a chill vibe.
It is kind of laid back, and our studios weren't bad before. They were great, but
no, I just like it's more of a modern day.
Modern love, modern day vibe.
You think about like Google and stuff, they always have things to make people want to go to work.
Sure.
And they want the vibe for people here that's just like, hey, come to work and do your job. That's
right.
it.
And
have fun.
Have fun doing it. Have fun doing it.
We have fun.
Kitty Bald asked, when are we coming to Chicago to the clubs there? We've been there. We love being there. Great people, great clubs. In talks to be back there again soon. Same thing with Atlanta for Trapeze and their location down in Florida. So we love to travel. We will keep you up to date. The best place to look would be
HolliandMichael.com.
That's right. Holli. Jinx, baby. A lot of times, okay, let me go back. What did you think? I've asked you this before, and you tend to, I'm not saying you change your mind, but your opinion seems, you are, your opinion seems to change something. What did you think of 50 Shades the movie versus 50 Shades of Grey the book?
I read the book, and I think she was a little whiny, and I liked the idea of, personally, it was more about this girl coming fresh in the world, and she meets a billionaire, and he's young, and he's hot, but he's doing these things, and I'm like, oh, I don't know about that. But the movie, I like the movie. People have different views on the movie, and they're like, oh, it was boring. It's Tuesday night to whatever.
Well, to a lot of people in a consensually non-monogamous relationship,
yes,
that book was like a Tuesday night.
Right, but some people that weren't.
Right.
We even knew people in the lifestyles that loved it. They're like, oh my gosh, you gotta read this book. And they're the ones that told me about it.
Right.
So I read it, and I was like, okay, this is interesting. So I gotta see the movie. And I saw it.
Wait a minute. You said it was interesting. Did you even bother to read book 2?
No, she was too whiny.
Okay.
Oh my god, she was too whiny. And she said the same thing over and over again. Oh my god. Anyway, no, it wasn't that. She was just kind of. Ugh. Anyway, I liked the movie, but I wanted to see it, and I was going in with an open mind.
Okay, that's fair.
A lot of people were like, "Oh, it was so boring. The acting was horrible." I thought it was good, and he was cute too.
Okay, so that's the book and the movie. What I loved about it.
Twilight sucked.
The books you like.
The books I liked.
All right, what I liked about the movie and the book, I didn't read them or watch them. What I liked though is the fact it started conversations, and it got people talking about topics that typically were taboo and caused people to be scared, caused people to be nervous and feel threatened. But men were able to bring things up to women. Mm-hmm. Women were able to bring things up to men.
Yes.
What I find now that we're a few years removed from the book, and about a year and a half removed from the movie, women have this new complaint.
About what?
Men who think they're dumb because they saw the movie, but they have no freaking idea of what a dom really is.
Right, because I think maybe it's a pain or this or that. It takes skill to be a dom.
It does, and Michelle Lisa has talked about it before. We've had Dominatrix on air with us before. If a dom There's somebody who recently wrote us on Facebook. Let me back up and say this.
Okay.
A woman who thought she wanted to be a dom, until she learned about it, do you know who has more control in the relationship?
The person.
No, the dom or the sub?
The sub.
The sub has far more control than the dom does. And she recognized she wanted control. So it was hot to her to decide to be a sub. But that's what so many men aren't getting. They think, and I agree with you, Michelle, I said that, 50 Shades makes a mockery of the lifestyle because, you know, they're Hollywoodizing it. It's like that show that went on, and it was about the lifestyle. Modern love is about the lifestyle. Modern love is about consensually monogamous relationships where you're not cheating. But, you know, that show that was on that got canceled after 2 episodes made a mockery of the lifestyle too. You don't take cameras to your priest.
No, you don't.
No, you plan it.
They're trying not to come out.
Yeah, you don't want people. I don't want people to know that we're in the lifestyle.
But you're on TV and you're at your priest.
Yes. So let me go back to this. Too many men didn't understand what being a dom was. They thought it was all about control and domination, right? No. It's a lot of it has to do with listening, directing,
right?
Also listening. What else do you think? You're very submissive, though you become dominant with women when we play with women.
A lot about what pleases your sub.
Right. And it's not, and I said this, and Michelle is saying it too, what is misunderstood, a true dom-sub relationship is not about pain, suffering, or control. It's about meeting the needs of both people, of the partner, whether it's sexually, with genitals,
right,
or the largest sexual organ is
your brain.
Our brain.
Yep.
Brains. Like a zombie. Brains.
It is October.
Yeah, exactly. So it's meeting the needs of both partners, and they meet them in different ways. There can be somewhat pain involved.
If you want it.
So, if you want it. Some women enjoy nipple. Understand this too. When I say who has the most control, the sub does. Because if you're a man with a woman or a woman with a man that's dom, and they want to do things with you, not just to you, but with you, that you don't like, guess what?
You have an out.
You got an out.
Yep.
You have safe words.
Safe words.
And you got an out.
Yep.
Get out. So you want to be a dom. You need to understand, first and foremost, dominance is more than pain, more than suffering, more than control, more than telling when to crawl on the floor, telling them what to do to you. Because in my opinion, a true dom is looking to pleasure their sub.
Yeah.
Because that's where the dom derives pleasure also.
Right.
The main goal is pleasuring both, but again, it's who derives pleasure from which part.
Right.
With me?
Yeah, I'm totally with you.
A lot of guys these days, so women, I've heard, I think, more from women than you have about it because they know I'm dom. They're asking me how I would handle certain situations. But I come to you and I say, baby, you saw this email. Can we respond together? Because again, that's part of our rules. I don't write, we never write sexually to people, but some of it is sensual when I share how I perceive being a dom should be. Because this is how I do it. Doesn't have to be the same way for everybody.
Right.
When you and I play though, one of the things I've really begun to like, and we'll go into this really in depth in a minute, is that you know I'm dom, I know you're sub, but we don't always have to play a role.
Right.
It's part of who we are in bed.
Yeah. It's not. Sometimes I like to be dom over the woman too.
That's what I'm saying.
Learning that is sexy for me.
Yes.
And you don't mind it because it's not over you. And granted, you don't like to be a sub or you don't like to be.
Well, I'm not submissive, and I
can't take direction well.
I don't take direction well, right? And I don't derive pleasure from someone telling me what to do. Now, if I'm performing something orally on you or physically with you, and you share that this might make it feel good, or that doesn't mean I'm not a dom and you are. As your dom, as your man, or as a dom with another woman, that's pleasuring her, that's pleasuring me, and I can now use that information to reach new heights.
You know something funny? For my entire life, or whenever I found out about doms, I thought it was all sexual. I thought it was this and that and pain and inflicting everything. And then I had a friend go to a dominatrix place. So it was this place in England. And his wife was telling me about it, and I'm like, how do you do that? Da da da. She says they don't have sex at all. And I was like, what? I thought that's what it was all about.
Because their everyday life isn't that.
Right, and he would go there it was more of a mental thing for him, just to be be dominated, and he liked the pain. He liked being tied up and on these crosses and stuff, and I couldn't understand that, but I totally do now.
Right. Do you remember when we had Valerie Baber on air with us? She was the call girl that helped convict, who was it, the governor of New York.
Yeah.
And do you remember what she said? More guys paid her to do this than that. Do you remember what this was?
Talking.
Versus having sex.
Yeah.
More men, because of what you just said, they don't get it every day in their life. They want to be heard.
Right.
They want someone to listen to them. They want to feel like for that hour or that night that they're paying for, somebody actually is concerned or cares about what's on their mind. Sad that they're not getting it at home. Hopefully they are, but if they're not, they're getting it there. All right. Dominance is much more than the words you use. Gentlemen and ladies, because as we've talked about right here on Facebook Live, Michelle Lisa has been a dom for over 15 years.
Wow.
So it's a lot more than the words you use. Understand this, because so many people think, I need to say it to be heard, or I need to say it to be understood, or I need to say it to get what I want. Do you know what percentage of communication typically comes through words? I'm not, this is not a test, so you're not going to pass or fail, baby.
50%?
10% of communication is through words.
What is the other 90%?
Okay. Your tone.
Oh, yes.
There you go. Your tone, when you use those words, accounts for 40% of communication.
I knew it.
Now, the other 50%, ready? Body language.
Yeah, I totally, yep.
Body language accounts for the remaining 50%. So if you're confident, if you own the space with the tone of your voice and your physical cues, right there, you're showing that you're a dom. You don't need to tell someone you're a dom. I firmly believe those who run around saying, I'm dom, I'm alpha, I'm alpha. No, you're not. Because if you are, you don't have to convince other people.
Right. It's just your presence.
It's innate.
Not like presents I give.
It's not like gifts you give because you like getting gifts. Again, you sent me a new Groupon for what?
A Prada bag.
A Prada bag. I love it. For a Prada bag.
$700 off.
Matt, we're not in a hallway, we're in a pop-up studio. People are like, back in the hallway, back at it again with white bands. Is that how that goes?
Yeah, his poor 15 minutes of fame.
Damn, Daniel.
I don't even think it lasted 15 minutes.
They had an app out and everything for that.
Yeah, you want Ellen DeGeneres and everything. I'd love to go to her show.
That would be fun to do that. All right, we'll see about that. Let's give some tips on how you can exude dominance. How's that?
Okay.
Because again, when you exude that when you have that air about you, and it's real, okay, and it's real, you will attract people that want to be around that type of personality.
Yeah.
Both personally and sexually.
Yeah, it's like the confidence thing. You know when someone's confident.
Confident versus cocky.
Yes.
I go back to this. Cocky is when you think you're great.
And tell people you're great.
Right, because you think it, you're not so sure, so you're bragging, you're talking, you're asking to convince people. Confidence?
Go back to that later because I want to say something about that.
Confidence is when you know it.
Yeah.
And that's not cocky because when you know it, you don't have to brag about it. When you know it, you don't have to tell the world about it.
People just see it. People hear it in your tone, hear it in your voice. You just, it is the person you are. It's your personality too.
Yep. What were you going to say about confidence and cocky before I go on with Dom?
So we met this person, a couple. Should I name names?
No, real quick. I agree with Michelle's saying, and we're going to get back to this Dom thing in a minute. In a lot of cases, being a Dom, M-E as a woman, or Dom, D-O-M as a man, it's not something you can learn. It's something you are.
Yeah.
It's a part of who you are.
Right.
It's in your personality. I do believe that you can, if you know who you are, and you start to dig deeper, even an introvert in social settings can be a dom, or a dom with an E, right? A double M and an E as a female, in a sexual type setting.
Right, I'm that.
So I do believe some of it can be learned if you have it inside you that that's the way you are.
Yeah.
Go ahead, what were you going to say?
Anyway, we know this couple that they were married and he went from nothing to apparently something, and they look like a perfect couple. Anyway, he is very cocky. You can see he's very cocky. He touts that he's all this and that, and it's funny because he was saying that he loves his wife and they're in this together, blah, 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 and then all of a sudden, He cheats on his wife.
Oh, you know what? You're talking about the Yoda dude.
Yes.
He's like Yoda.
That is confident versus cocky.
Yes. He spent money he didn't have to lease cars that he can't afford and lease a house, actually where we filmed season 2 of Swing.
Yes.
In order to project an error. He even went so far as to say something about our boss, Mr. Hefner, which, who the hell do you think you are? That's an icon. He didn't buy his way to where he is.
Right.
You're borrowing money to get to where you are.
Right, but people...
That's insecure and cocky.
Yeah,
absolutely agree with you.
He was portraying himself to be this...
Trying to.
Yoda life. Like, you have to be like me, and I'm
all... You want to be all, you gotta follow me. But pay me too, you gotta pay me.
Right, however, he wants people to emulate him, but he's doing things like, this is not his money, this is someone else's money.
Right.
And he cheats on his wife.
And then left her.
And then left her, and a week later, he's living with someone else.
And his way of life was supposed to...
people like that.
Right. But what's funny is you don't always know. You don't always know.
Yeah?
And...
But you could tell.
Let me tell you, let me explain something. This is how I look at it. When somebody is attempting to command attention versus demand attention.
Yes.
If you're demanding people need to look at you, well, that means you recognize you have nothing people should be seeing.
Yeah.
When you're commanding it, when you walk in a room, it doesn't matter if you're short or tall. It doesn't matter if you're buff or not. It doesn't matter if there's nothing that matters, because you walk into that room and people are drawn to you because of that air, that aura, that there's something about you.
That smell.
That scent. Hey, I showered. So introverted or extroverted is not what it's about. It's what you believe in yourself. And I know many introverts that are doms, male and female, and that have that air about them. The fool you're referring to, we actually taped a reality show for Fox that's not airing. It was about being a part, we were witnesses on this jury thing and blah, blah, blah. But he and his wife were there, and he's preaching fidelity and monogamy and only do things with consent. And he was saying how great it is that you and I, talk about this and talk about that. But he was going behind her back and cheating on her. So do as you say, not as you do. No, let's all do the same.
Yes.
Right?
Let's all do what we say and mean what you say to
Yes. And as Michelle said, and she takes it one step further, exactly. It's being commanding, like I said, and as I was alluding to, and she puts it in perfect words, it's having a presence.
Yeah.
Not getting a present. Having a presence. All right, some tips to help you exude dominance. If this is really who you are, if this isn't who you are, and you are somebody who thinks you want to be a submissive, but you're not sure if this is a fake or somebody for real, because again, I started this by saying a lot of women have shared with me their concerns and their complaints that men think they're dumb. Men have said it about women. They watched this movie or they read this book, 50 Shades, and all of a sudden they're dumb.
Right.
No. If it's truly part of who you are, your posture, said it earlier, we'll say it again. Stand tall, your posture. Now, when you're with yourself, when you're with your lover, part of standing tall is you are towering over your lover. As a man, you lift your chest a little bit, triumph. But you're doing it with confidence, not cockiness.
Right.
There is a difference, and people will know the difference.
Yes.
You take on a posture, big word here that fake don't understand, but real do. That posture is saying, I'm here to protect you, and I have strength.
Right, not here, I'm here to overcome you and belittle you.
Right,
Oh, that's
exactly.
your thing.
And sexually passive does not mean you're submissive.
Right.
Submissive is a completely different story. Somebody who's sexually passive is not going to get on their knees and crawl when I ask them to for a specific purpose. The point of that isn't to embarrass or humiliate them ever. That's not what I'm into as a dom.
Yeah.
There is a sexually stimulating, teasing at some point, but pleasing ultimately reason that it's occurring. But again, it's that confidence, it's that protective feeling in nature and strength. Facial expression. If your son has been naughty, scowl.
Ooh.
Smile wickedly sometimes when you inspect your son. It's sexy, it's hot. And not a sexually passive person, they might not get it, but a sub does. Because they are looking to serve. But again, they have the control and they're looking to serve because it pleasures them and it pleasures you.
Yeah.
You agree? You like that?
Yeah, I like that.
Right. So, Let's go to the next one. Tone. Speak in a commanding voice and try speaking very. Actually, don't try. I insist you speak very politely as you ask your lover, your sub, to bend over, to get down,
that's sexy,
to put their hands together so you can restrain them, to put that blindfold on, to use the ball gag or the spreader bars. When you flog them, whatever it is, but you're using the tone that shows command, not demand.
Right.
You're showing respect.
Or questioning.
You're not questioning.
Yes.
Right. You're showing respect. And you are relinquishing control as a submissive. Somebody who's sexually passive isn't relinquishing control. They just think, I'm going to go along with it because it's fun. Okay? There is a difference. There is a difference.
Yeah.
Eye contact. A true dom is going to look directly into your eyes. A true dom who's looking to pleasure you and himself is going to hold your chin.
Ooh, that's sexy.
You're going to hold your chin there. If you're in trouble, you'll know it. And if you're getting ready for good kind of trouble, they'll know it. But again, you're sharing without using words. You're sharing with body language. You're sharing with facial expressions. I know, I'm getting into this.
You are. Totally.
I am so ready. If our kids weren't home tonight, I am only imagining which one of our play partners is coming over tonight. Words like on your knees. Words like hands behind your back.
I like that.
Words like take this and put it on.
Is it true that dom or subs are not supposed to question their dom?
There are safe words.
Yeah, I
and
understand
you
that.
use the safe word.
Okay.
Because that is the way you're letting your dom know that this is just not something I'm comfortable with.
Right. Okay.
Now, again, there's no one right way.
Yeah.
What I don't want to see is fakes and frauds. Because again, a lot of it's not affecting me, but you don't understand what it is.
Make it an experience though.
You can experience it to find out if that really is who you are and if that's what you have inside you. But a lot of that, it begins and ends with permission.
Yes.
It begins and ends with the sub having control. It begins and ends like any healthy relationship with rules and boundaries. So you're discussing these things before. You're not discussing them during. And a great dom, a good dom, a strong dom, a real dom knows what boundaries they can stretch a little bit, but they're never going to force you beyond your comfort level. Meaning, they'll stretch your comfort level, but it's something you've discussed before, in my opinion. Just like a couple that's consensually non-monogamous.
Right.
Just like a couple that is consensually monogamous, but hey, a little flirting is okay.
When you start this dom sub thing, do you have I know in the book they had a contract.
Right.
And
you can do written contracts, you don't have to, but go ahead.
Should it be orally?
I love oral sex.
No, I know. Should it be orally agreed upon beforehand so you're not in the middle of it?
Show me what you mean.
Say someone doesn't like anything anal. Or, and they're...
But a true dom is not going to then go where that person doesn't like. And let me quote Lisa again, because as a male dom, let me share with you what a female dom is saying. Michelle Lisa is saying, the dom, M-E in her case, D-O-M in my case, we are a vehicle for the feelings the sub needs to have met.
Okay.
So, yes, contractually up front, verbally and or in writing, some want to take it that way so that they can show you, you did say these things were okay.
Yeah.
I don't think you are the right sub for me.
Right.
Because I can't, if you're going to keep doing this, because as much control as a sub has, the dom can say, we're done.
Yeah.
Absolutely, we're done. But absolutely, and that's why I shared at the beginning of this, the sub has far more control because the dom is a vehicle to their pleasure, a vehicle for their excitement.
Right. Cool.
When you and you tweeted out once something, don't tell me what to do unless we're in bed.
Exactly.
So how do you then, because I understand, even in my daily life, I don't believe I attempt to dominate other people in social situations. Okay. I believe that personally, and please correct me if I'm wrong. I like to look at all sides of something. If I'm wrong, I say I'm wrong. If I'm right, I'll say we'll agree to disagree.
Yes.
I don't find that I'm as controlling as I used to be because I've learned a lot being a dom and being with you.
Yes, because I don't like to be controlled.
Right.
In bed, that's
yes.
totally fine.
Right.
Out of bed, oh no, it pisses me off. So I think you're doing better. You still like to be in control of the situation, of any situation?
Well, wait, when you say control the situation, for example, like the hurricane we had last year that we got evacuated from, I understood that I can't control Mother Nature.
Right.
But one thing that troubled you, do you remember what I did that troubled you?
You were helping everyone else.
I was helping everyone else out because I felt I could control how many people got evacuated quickly.
Right. And I was worried about get your ass on the bus.
Right. You wanted me on the bus for my safety and because you wanted me there with you to protect you.
Yeah.
And I respected that. So I understand that I can only control what I can control. I don't feel, and again, it's very therapeutic and healthy if you tell me, no, Michael, you are a little like that. I work not to control other people, even though I might think my way is the right way. But I feel I've gotten better at that.
You have. You've gotten a lot better, and I thank you for that because otherwise I would be strictly.
But in any type of relationship, vanilla or consensually non-monogamous, what we call modern love, if you're not willing to grow, you're
gonna be stuck in the same place.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the word change, but you need to grow.
Yes.
And you need to be willing to communicate with your partner.
Yes. You shouldn't change for anyone, even yourself. You need to grow and learn from experiences.
Right. And just like in a dom-sub relationship, where you negotiate ahead of time, you talk about it ahead of time, you're not improvising during.
Yes.
The same
That
thing,
can be dangerous.
that can be very dangerous because like you said, with you, nothing up the butt.
Nope.
So I
Especially
don't.
if your face is down
Especially
there.
if my face is down, yeah, exactly. But that goes back to any, sorry, just kick you under the table. That goes back to any type of relationship though, not just dom-sub, any type of relationship. Respect each other, reciprocate that respect. I really feel that.
Yes.
We'll touch more on dom-sub as we continue through the years. We're definitely gonna have to, when we're in the new studio, have Michelle Lisa call in because we had a dominatrix in recently who shared how she interacts and tons of incredible comments about that. You and I knew her, we personally know Michelle Lisa, we vacationed with she and her partner, and we're gonna let her share what she wants to share. I don't wanna give too much information about her.
What happens when you get two doms together in bed?
Fun.
Really?
Yeah, it's fun. Again, being a dom, it's not about control.
Oh, yeah.
Right? So I don't switch to sub.
Yeah.
And it's fun though, because for me personally, you and I have not played with a woman who's also dom, but I have before I knew you. Women thought they were dom and they realized they weren't.
What happened?
Nothing bad.
No, like, is it a power struggle? Is it
Not a bad
gonna
way.
one up each other?
Not a bad way.
No, it's gonna be fun regardless, but
Right.
I can't imagine two doms together.
Oh, it's fun.
I can imagine two subs together. Nothing gets done.
You and your ex. No, again, but you're going back to you think about our sex life. Every night that we have sex, and we have sex almost every night, it's not a dom-sub type sex.
No, it's not.
That's one of the great things about being in the type of relationship you and I are in, not the consensual non-monogamous part, but the love, the trust, the confidence, the faith we have in each other. You know this is who I am. I know this is who you are. And so it doesn't have to be me saying XYZ and having you do ABC.
Right.
Some things flow naturally.
Yes.
Some things can come naturally. And it's great. And I don't switch it off, and I don't expect a woman that's down to switch it off. But we can both agree to have a good time.
Yeah.
You know?
Yep.
Whether she's on top or I'm on top, I'm still inside.
Right.
Right? So
You're still getting laid.
I'm still getting laid. And a woman, dom or sub, that knows how to ride, hey, that's a good thing.
Oh yeah.
And you know how to ride, the way you shake your butt.
Thank you.
I like the way you shake your butt. Because I hit that spot. What were you going to say?
Thank you. No, I wasn't gonna say anything.
You're so funny.
Yeah, I like to ride.
And it can be, as Lisa's saying, and
Save a bull, ride a cowboy.
Save a bull, ride a cowboy. I love it. I love it. All right, I recently. So we're gonna table the rest of the dom sub discussion. Great topic. I love it. It turns out I'm actually getting a little overheated because it's such a hot topic.
Nice.
When we're in the new studios, when we're back from Puerto Vallarta and then Cancun with Desire Resorts, when they share the new definition of sensuality, check it out at desireresorts.com. In the new studio, we need to have Michelle Lisa call in. If she has the time, we'll find a day that works for her.
Okay.
So we can go more into this conversation. Modern love is about that. It's looking and exploring everything. Because those who participate in dom-sub relationships, those who participate in BDSM, and any, multiple different types of love and lifestyles, doesn't necessarily mean they're having sex with other people too.
Right.
And that's okay if you do, and it's okay if you don't. As long as you do it
Together.
Together, baby. Consensually. I read a study they published at the end of 2015. And interestingly enough, it found 237 reasons why people have sex.
Oh my God.
Why
wow.
people have sex. Listen,
I can think of one good reason, because it feels good.
Because it feels good.
That's it. That's all you need.
Ready to hear what made the top 50 for women?
Of course.
I was drunk.
Okay, I gotta give it to you then, though. I get really horny when I'm drunk.
All right. That made the top 50 for women. Ready to hear what made the top 50 for men? One of the reasons they have sex?
Because they have a penis?
To get a favor.
What?
Woman needs something. I'm sorry, they need something from a woman.
Yeah, vagina.
Well, to get a favor.
For what? I can't see men getting sex to women.
Don't kill the messenger.
I'm just confused by that because men do it because it feels good and that's all they think with is their penis.
All right, the leading reason?
Yeah.
Again, 2015.
Things have changed since then.
Seriously. The leading reason, it was the end of 2015, so starting in 16. The leading reason people had sex was attraction. Number one overall reason was pure attraction to the other person in general.
That is my main reason.
Not mine. I'm horny.
What?
Horny.
You have to be attracted to the person.
Well, I have to be attracted to get it up, but odds are if I'm horny and there's somebody relatively attractive, because to me, beauty's in the eyes of the beholder.
Right.
Enough cleavage. You're hot. I'm horny. Let's do it.
Oh my God.
You know?
Men do think. I posted this Facebook thing.
I'm just saying.
I posted this Facebook thing and it was talking about, I'm not going to go into this, but it was talking about Bill Clinton saying,
we're not making any political statements here. We're not making a political statement.
But he said something about grabbing a woman's crotch and buying her futon. And this guy was going on. He's like, every man thinks with a penis. It's locker talk. If we can,
doesn't make it right. Misogyny's not appropriate.
It's not.
Right.
But men think that way. If they look at a
women think that way too.
Not as much as men. I disagree.
Come on. You don't think women have as many sexual thoughts and positive and negative images in their mind and things they want to say, but they don't say it because they have a better filter than men?
Nope. I think that men think different.
I disagree. I truly believe that women might have better filters than men, but very similar.
Men have more testosterone, which makes you horny.
Very true. Okay, good. True about that. True that.
Physically, you guys are more horny than us.
True about that. Okay. All right. Another reason why people had sex, according to the survey at the year 2015, they don't have it out yet for 16 people, experiencing physical pleasure. The next was expressing love.
Yeah.
The next, having sex because of feeling desired by the other.
Yes. Sometimes I would have a booty call just because I was alone and I wanted to feel desired. I wanted to feel like I still had it.
You want, and the guest we talked to yesterday, who acknowledged she's cheating, betraying physically and emotionally her boyfriend that she lives with, says she does it always, she's done it in every relationship. Do you remember what she said the reason she does it?
To feel wanted.
To feel wanted.
Yeah.
By people other than the man who wants her.
Right. She knows she has that at home, but she also wants everything else.
Right.
And that's sad. I mean, even if he's fulfilling of some things, it's a constant need she needs.
Just for the record, on Facebook, people are agreeing with me more than you, that women just have a better, come on. Ladies, I believe you have a much better filter, but I believe you also have just as dirty of a mind. And those who don't express it physically, I think are expressing it mentally inside their head. Oh my God, look at her. I wish I could do her, but my family would just get mad if I was bisexual. Or look at that. Look at his biceps. Oh my God, if they were wrapped around me and I was, You ladies are thinking it. You just are better filters. Better, smarter, whatever you want to call it, filters.
I'm just glad you can't read my mind.
There you go. There you go. As Lee Ace is saying, ladies are just more in control about expressing it. She said that, and I agree. Absolutely agree.
What are we talking about?
Exactly. So having sex because of feeling desired by the other. Our guest yesterday, serious need of a lot of help.
Oh, yeah.
She knows that. We talked to her after the show. We gave her some numbers for people to call. Not to go hook up with, to get help to find which ones she
Therapists.
Yeah, and she does. I don't believe she's addicted to sex, and I don't believe she's addicted to love. I believe she's addicted. She needs to be needed, and I don't know if you want to call it an addiction or just this huge, gaping, empty hole that she's experiencing. Wonderful woman.
Yeah.
After you get through those walls.
You know what scares me is people can really
Spiders?
screw up. Yeah, that's
Oh,
true.
okay.
People can really screw up kids.
Yes, so well, you know what your first chance to screw your kid up is?
Their name.
Their name.
Yeah.
Yeah. From then on, the rest, yeah, you can really screw
no
up.
matter what you do, granted, her parents could have done way better.
According to her parents did really bad.
Yeah, but holy crap, it scares me.
It is. It is.
You
And
don't screw up your kids.
Rick Springfield sings that song, Jesse's Girl. I wish that I had to. If her boyfriend's name is Jesse, I don't wish I had her.
Oh, yeah.
No, as much, and hey, I used to have that superhero complex where I want to save everybody.
You still do a little.
I didn't, hey, I wasn't trying to save her.
No, you weren't.
Wasn't trying to save her. Guinevere's down in Boca Raton. Ah, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
Nice.
All right. Let's finish the reasons. In 2015, top 10 reasons, we went through 5 already, that people had sex. Having sex to escalate the depth of the relationship was in the top 10.
Yes.
Makes sense.
Yeah, makes sense.
Hey, let's take it to another level.
Hey, we've been dating for a little bit, like a couple hours. Let's have sex.
I think a couple hours might be too long.
Right.
Okay, maybe a couple hours, then we have sex. All right. Curiosity or seeking new experiences.
Yes.
Great reason to do it.
Yeah.
Be
the whole
safe.
Curiosity tooth. I used to, if a guy was hot and we went on a date, I
And
was
he bought you dinner.
Yeah.
More than pizza or McDonald's.
I was curious to what he was like in bed and how big it was.
Right. Now again, this isn't the reasons they have sex for the first time with somebody.
No.
This is reasons they had sex. So it could be with a partner, it could be with somebody they've been dating, it could be with somebody new, it could be in a lifestyle, whatever it was. Another reason, marking a special occasion for celebration.
I totally agree with that.
So you may
Breaking in a new car, breaking in a new house, going on vacation for the first
breaking
time.
in a new pair of jeans. Hey, I bought new boxers today. I think we need to break these puppies in.
Right.
Or I need to break out of the boxers and let you get in you.
You can always find a reason to celebrate.
Mere opportunity.
Yeah.
Last but not least, sex just happening due to seemingly but great uncontrollable circumstances. Crap, we were both here, horny. Somehow my pants came off. Time to have sex.
Isn't it weird when that happens?
Right.
It just fell off and I fell in her.
I fell in her.
Yeah.
I slipped.
When's the last time someone tripped into a vagina? With a hard penis.
With a heart.
It rarely happens. I'm just saying.
It can happen.
It wasn't me.
Say it wasn't you. Say it wasn't you. Again, love the ideas. Sex is healthy. Sex is fun. Sex can be one-on-one if you are both doing it and not lying or cheating. And sex can be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Twosome, threesome, foursome, moresome,
Do
maybe.
you think people will ever stop cheating?
You mean?
I mean, I've heard God they stop cheating.
Well, it's like Rachel to Ross. Like my mother said, once a cheater, always a cheater. We were on a break.
But you think about.
What's your question? What I mean,
Do you
make me
think-
understand your question.
Do you think humans will ever stop lying? No, everyone lies. But do you think humans will ever stop and just start communicating? They'll stop cheating and start communicating about their
You're
true
implying
feelings.
that everyone who doesn't communicate cheats.
No, I'm not implying.
Okay, because I see the reverse. People that cheat typically do it because they're not communicating. It's like our guest, Nicole, yesterday, right?
But I've known people that really communicate, but
About wanting to be with other people.
everything.
Okay.
Even the people in the lifestyle who they're
Good point.
communicating and
Great
they
point.
still cheat.
And they still cheat. Some people have, think of a drug, right? And the thrill, the high you get from the drug.
Right.
At some point, that's not enough, so what do? They up it.
Right.
What happens after that? They up it again.
You get used to this and you're like, this is no
You want a
fun.
new high, better high,
Yes.
higher high,
Yes.
funner high. Bodybuilders.
Gateway drug.
Yeah, listen, someone says, hey, you do steroids. I take that as a compliment. If you think I'm that big, I take it as a compliment. But cheating isn't about sex as much as it is about the thrill,
Yeah.
the danger, the fear. Oh, I might get caught, but I'm going to get away with it this time. I was talking, coaching a woman who is a stripper, a dancer, and she said, listen, I date a lot of married men. They never get caught. Seeing this guy now too. He's done it a lot before. He'll never get caught. And many things I shared with her
Yeah.
was, do you understand the high you're feeling, he's calling it love to you. To you, it might be love. But to him, it's a thrill.
Right.
It's knowing that he's doing something his wife won't find out about. And if they'll cheat with you, they'll cheat on you. If you think you're the only one, you're fooling yourself, right?
Yep.
Well, that's what I'm thinking. I don't say that to her because, again, a lot of coaching is allowing people to come to the conclusions on their own. It's like a coach in any sport. I can teach you how to throw the ball, how to make a spiral. I can teach you how to catch a ball, all that kind of stuff.
Yep.
But you have to throw it. You have to put your hands together to catch it. And you have to find ways to do that.
Right.
So often you and I have debated about, is opportunity what leads people to cheat or something else? And I do think a lot of people are only as faithful as their options.
Yes.
In our relationship, I would never risk what we have. I mean, crap. People think I have my cake and eat it too. And I do.
You do.
I do. So why would, I used to say, what's better than new vagina?
Nothing.
Nothing. But you know what? You know what's better than new vagina that you don't know about? New vagina that I share with you.
Right.
Because why would I want to risk losing you?
Right.
That's how I look at it. And that's what the consensual part in consensual non-monogamy means. Communication is vital. You asked, are people cheating because they're not communicating? And what about the people that are in the lifestyle, swimming, poly, and still cheating? It is a sickness.
Yeah.
Because as we've often said, cheating is based on lying and deceiving. It's not about sex. You're lying and you're deceiving.
Right.
Consensual non-monogamy, however you practice it, is built, not based, but built on trust and honesty.
But I was thinking about this yesterday, and I don't think it, I think it's an individual thing, because like the guest we were talking about this week, talking to you this week, she had a crappy childhood.
Absolutely.
And she
But you can't blame it.
Yeah, but she pertains it to, she's filling a void that she didn't have as a child. However, I was thinking, okay, but there are certain people that have regular lives, like my ex had a regular life. 2 parents that loved him and adored him. He was still a cheater. So what makes a person a cheater?
But again, you're going back to thinking that the cheating is because something's missing from, so for her, she's blaming her upbringing.
Right.
She even quoted daddy issues. And she's saying, because I didn't have all that, I need stability at home, and then physical and physical, mental, and I need additional stability to make myself feel worthy by having other people want me.
Yeah.
With your ex, he had issues with needing to be needed. He wanted to be needed by others.
Yeah, but he had a regular childhood.
That, honey, there are, you know, we try to do research. When you look at psychology and sociology and the research they do, a lot of times they're looking at murderers, you know, people that have done very bad things criminally, and they're associated with their childhood. You make a great point. There are a lot of normal childhoods where the people grow up, men and women grow up, with very unhealthy habits and behaviors.
Yeah.
TV, what you see on TV, what's accessible on video, right? All of these things can cause somebody a need or a desire. With your ex-husband, he loved knowing he had his wife, the homemaker, at home. He didn't want you out.
No, never.
Because he was insecure. He didn't want you working because he was afraid of what you might do and who you might meet. When your son was born, he wanted you home all the time, and the one time you did go out for 30 minutes, he freaked out.
Yep.
He wanted to be in control because he knew he couldn't control himself, so he tried to control you.
True.
And it had nothing to do. He had nothing to do with his. Sorry, it has nothing to do with his parents, good or bad. I had a horrible upbringing. I am far from perfect, but I go out of my way to respect others the way I'm hoping they'll respect me, because I saw my mother respect nobody.
You want to stop the chain.
I want to. You're right. I want to break the cycle.
Yeah.
I want to break the cycle. Do you? I mean, think about your bringing up. Your upbringing, though. Your upbringing would be considered perfect, and you turned out pretty damn good. But then look at your sister. Look at Pickle Puss.
Same parents, same everything. She doesn't think the way I do. She doesn't act the way I do.
She doesn't, and she was in a marriage that was happy. He was good to her. Maybe a little controlling, but I don't know. We weren't there. But people still cheat. Happy people cheat. Unhappy people cheat. You want to say because there's something missing? How can a partner know what's missing if you don't tell them? So go back to what you said. Cheating without communicating. Well, they talk so much. They're in an open relationship. They play, they swing, they're poly, whatever. Yes, but if it gets to a point, I feel, where they then say, I need more, don't go do it. Talk to your partner. Because if your partner can't give you more, it's like we said to the guest, and you and I have said to thousands of people.
It's not fair to the other person.
It's not fair to the other person. And if you don't respect yourself enough to be a good person, please respect your partner.
Right.
That's what I have to say.
Let them live the life that they need.
Right.
Because they don't know.
They don't know. Now, okay, so you look at couples. Let's look at vanilla couples, and I mean that with respect, not disrespect. We can call it vanilla, we can call it consensually monogamous, where they're not cheating, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because typically those of us in consensually non-monogamous relationship, we set up rules and boundaries. We understand that flirting is innocent. It's not looking to lead anywhere emotionally, maybe physically if that's within what we do.
Yes.
All right. I'm finding with any couple, and I'm finding with single people, because I'm working a lot, you know this, coaching a lot of single people. Let me ask you, isn't it sad that being nice now has become so rare that people often mistake it for flirting?
Yes.
So if you're out on a date with somebody and somebody's being nice, or you're being nice to the server and they're the opposite gender of you, or you're simply, and you're talking to someone, isn't that sad?
It is sad, but I'm gonna say this. I think it's regional as well, because you find in very hectic societies, or take LA for example, you rarely talk to people. And if you do,
But do you really talk to people because people don't put themselves out there to say hi, or you really talk to people because they're so stuck up they don't want to talk to anybody else?
Probably a little bit of both.
Okay.
I think people are too in a rush or thinking, what can you do for me? This is Hollywood, baby. I mean, you're thinking.
Good point about being regional. In Kentucky and Cincinnati and other
people will say
parts
hi.
of the
People
world.
will move over
Yes.
for you. People like that. So I think it's regional.
In Canada, they say, I'm sorry. I bumped into you. I'm sorry. No, you're in my country. I'm sorry.
So I think even if you're in that region, I think people think what do you want from me?
Good point. I said that to the guest yesterday.
Yes.
The first time we met her, being here at the new studios, Playboy Radio, powered by Dash Radio, I said, you look at me wondering what I wanted from you and what can you take from me.
Right.
Not do with me, not get with me, not sexually, I mean,
Yes.
but do as a team. What can I take from you, Michael, and what are you going to try to take from me?
Right.
She admitted that I was right.
Yeah.
So,
But it's that perception is sad.
right,
We need to
okay, but
change
you're
that.
talking about the perception then of negativity. I'm talking about the perception of flirting. When you and I are out, if the server's nice to me, or I'm nice to them, or you're nice to them, whether they're male or female, because you're bisexual, I'm straight, I don't think you're flirting. I know that you're just being nice. I know when you're flirting. And usually you're giving me that, hey, help me out here, let's go, let's do this, let's bring her home with us.
Yeah.
But I find it, is it then that people don't understand kindness anymore, or are they mistaking it, they're being nice to me because they're trying to manipulate me?
The first one.
But they don't recognize kindness anymore.
They don't recognize kindness because it's so rare, and like I said, it's regional, I believe, but it's so rare that they're thinking, this person is hitting on me. There's no other reason this person is going to talk to me other than they want to sleep with me.
Oh, sleep with me? Oh yeah, you're right. They're flirting with me because they're trying to get with me.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know.
I think it's sad, but that's the perception.
You're
And perception
right.
is reality.
Perception becomes reality. I don't like it.
I don't like it.
You know, I love the events we go to.
I
and
do think that way. If someone's talking to me, if a guy comes up and talks to me or
even in the
smiling,
lifestyle.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I'm thinking,
You're jaded.
what do you want from me?
You're kind of jaded.
But I'm not personality to think that. Even though I was raised in Arizona and everyone's nice to everyone, I've lived in places that I'm thinking you want to sleep with me.
Right, and due to experiences with your
And
ex
it's
and
not
things
being,
like that.
it's not being cocky.
So even with a great upbringing like yours, a normal family, you're still jaded.
Yeah,
Right about people than wrong, and that troubles me because I believe in the best of people. I look for the good in people. You just don't look for anything in people because you figure they're going to do something to piss you off, screw you over, or disappoint you.
Yeah.
But you're still such a good person. Jaded. You're jaded.
I am a good person, but I don't want to be the bitch, or I don't want to be the asshole that you're like, oh, da da da. I don't want to be talked about like that. I still want to be a good person and want to make
Well,
people
you're
happy.
not conceited. You're not the B word. You're nothing like that. But you're right. You don't go out of your way for people that you don't know. When you know them,
My family, I will die for them.
right? And the people you call friend, you won't die for them, but you'll do just about anything for them. You're loyal, definitely loyal. All right.
I'd rather quality than quantity.
That makes a lot of sense because so many people look at, oh, I have 35 35 close friends. With you, I have 3.5. And the reason it's 0.5 is I'm not sure if I like that person enough. I'm on the fence with that one right there. All right, let's, you and I are heading out on the road this week. By the way, my Cubs, so excited how great they're. Oh, is it a call we have to take on air?
No.
All right, cool. Does that have a speaker on it?
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be cool. We can just let them go speaker to your phone.
That would be fun.
That would be fun. Anyhow, Puerto Vallarta, the 14th through the 18th. Cancun with DesireResorts.com, the 19th through the 25th. And at iOSConnections.com, the beginning of November, the 5th through the 12th. Dirty Curve Week in Jamaica. Puerto Vallarta's LLVclub.com. We will be there. This will be great. You and I are not opposed to new beaches and things like that. So I want to end today's show on a note with this.
Okay.
Does size matter?
Yeah.
I think it does. I think women are
It totally matters.
If it's too small, it doesn't matter what you do with it. We had a producer once come on air, Maria come on air and say she was Skyping, having Skype sex with this guy that lived 5 or 6 hours north of us from LA in San Jose. She drove up there to meet him about a month or two later. After dinner, they started having sex. His penis was so small, she got on top, still couldn't feel it. Decided, forget this. She then left. She got off him and left. Literally got off him and left. So size, I do believe, matters.
Totally matters.
It does. Would you agree how they use it matters?
Yeah, totally.
Okay. Dash Radio is the online app version of SiriusXM per se.
Yes.
I think there's over 70 stations. Playboy Radio is one of them. And just so much going on in the different studios. Having a great time. Excited for our travels?
You leaving?
Are you excited?
Yeah.
PV, some great friends. Cancun, Desire Resorts, great friends. And then Jamaica,
like a
great
reunion.
friends. It is. A lot of times it's like a reunion. Feel bad about Facebook? Not much we can do.
No.
Not much we can do. It is what it is. How's that?
Yep.
All right, I'll leave you with one more fact. Kim Jong-il, you know, the leader of North Korea? Did you know that according to North Korea's version of the Guinness Book of World Records, how long they say his penis is? Because I think size would matter here.
He doesn't poop either, does he?
Yeah, he doesn't ever have a bowel movement, according to him. But do you know what they claim the length of his penis is?
2 inches.
3 feet, 4 inches.
Oh my God, people
That's
believe
40
this?
inches.
Maybe because they use the metric system and they're like, they don't know what
Very
That's
possible.
crap.
Playboy Radio's Holli and Michael. This is Modern Love coming to you because no two relationships are the same. Whether you are monogamous or consensually non-monogamous, today's modern, what we want you to experience with us is love. Thank you for joining us on Modern Love. Playboy Radio powered by Dash. Baby,
Yep.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Swing, swing. We love you, family. It's just, I don't know what's going on with the freaking.
Is it the room?
I don't know. Sorry, I wish there was something to do because having you join us on Facebook Live until we're in the regular studio is incredibly motivating, stimulates us both. Thank you so much. While we're in Puerto Vallarta and Cancun and Jamaica, we will broadcast on Facebook Live. We cannot show people that don't want to be seen on camera